Bob is out of the water. Let's see. Oh, it's dark. I can't turn around and show you because it's dark and I'm gonna put my foot in a hole and trip, fall, and break it again. So, all right. So I'm gonna go up on Bob and get a cup of coffee, and we're gonna do a coffee with Bob update, just to give you guys some stuff while I get the next episode ready. The thing I think everyone's really interested in is this bow thruster hole. The bow thruster, how's it getting put in? What does it look like? All that stuff. So real quick, I'm gonna just show you this little spot. It's dark, it's late, and really fucking cold. Hold on. This is the bow thruster hole. Okay. And there it is again. Okay. If you can look right through it, look at that. Into the hole. Probably the only time we'll ever be able to do that. Alright, so like I said, I'm going to go up above, get situated, get my little dog situated because I have to carry her up the steps, put her in bed. And then I will sit in the cockpit with a cup of coffee and tell you what's been up, what we're up to. First of all, it's like 20 degrees outside, and I'm up in the cockpit on Bob. Earlier today, I had like 5 layers of clothes on and worked on the Dinghy. But, okay, a couple things I want to talk to y'all about. I like doing these halfway episodes. Somewhere around here, I have a cup of coffee. Where's my coffee? Oh shit, it's right behind me. Okay, coffee. And see this little horsey cup? One of my students gave it to me. They're so cute. If there is some Pony Packed Academy stuff, if any of you are interested, go over to that other playlist. I haven't done a whole lot with it because winter is even worse for horse riding and teaching than it is for boats, because at least you can get inside. So, I got a lot coming up in the spring with the horsey stuff, but there's some like samples of me teaching, and I'll have some more riding stuff coming up. So if you're bored and you're a boat person, also note something. Well, there are similarities in language in the horse world and in the boat world. Case in point, martingale. So martingale is a strap that holds the horse's chin down so they don't run around with their head inverted. It is also the same thing that comes down from the end of a bowsprit to like the bobstay. Look it up, guys, martingale. It does exactly the same thing in the horse world as it does in the boat world. I'm learning things. I'll keep filling you with useless facts as the weeks continue. Okay, so I really like doing these episode 0.5, particularly right now why it is winter and some of the projects are taking longer than a week, and I'm not very good at like keeping chunks. I get really excited and then I push the video out and then I watch it and I'm like, ah, fuck. Okay, well, shit, I should have fixed that, or not, or taken that out or made it work better. So I need to step back and sleep it off. Honestly, sometimes my creative energies just to get to be a little bit too much. So I've already gotten a message about the new video that I just uploaded that had the exact same thumbnail, which was Bob's ball and chain. So here's the thing. I watched the video after I posted it and slept. And in that intro, when I was talking, I was falling asleep. I was like trying to talk to you guys. It was like 2 o'clock in the morning, and I hated everything about the intro on that video. I just did. I felt like I was tired and the lighting was wrong, and I looked like I was on drugs when I wasn't. What I was really is tired, because after hours of editing, you get tired, and then I think I get like short timers, and I just want to upload it and push it through. So when I re-watched it, and then have some friends that watch my videos, and they'll flat out tell me, this sucks. So in that scene, I really liked the editing part of that. I really enjoy doing the editing. So it's not me trying to get all, oh, she's doing this. I really enjoy the creative part of it. And it took a lot to get that sequence. That's a whole lot of different things to get that whole sequence of the anchor dropping to the falling in the water and then the pulling. So I was really excited to do that, but and I really enjoyed it. Then I put it in the front because I thought it would get people's attention, windlass, anchors, falling. But so some subscribers came back to me and said, well, we didn't know it was you. We thought it was an ad or something, so we backed out and we didn't watch. So what I did in the one I uploaded today was I went back to the little saddles and sails intro, and I put that first to sort of signal that you're here. And then there was a piece at the very end with Harry and the Hendersons that what I was trying to get to was, it's alive, it's alive. I tried to use a Frankenstein, it's alive, but I couldn't really find one. And what I was trying to do is convey how excited I was about getting the windlass in. So the updated one actually has that change. And then in the very end, it has just a little blip that's like mission accomplished or something like that. So I think I really need to, because I like the editing and I like telling the story and I like sort of doing the fun things, I need to step back and sleep it off before I hit go, because then I uploaded it and I didn't like the thumbnail. So I uploaded it and I was tired and I picked a picture that I really like, but I don't think it really was compelling for a thumbnail, and I'm still learning all this stuff, so I'm sorry. Anyway, so that's why there's a duplicate. For those of you who noticed, thank you for noticing. And I was like, wow, somebody noticed. Because I'm still super dorky. No matter what I try to do, I'm always going to be that dorky girl. Okay, this week. So this week, I still have some things to do with the windlass. I have to put in the foot paddles, the higher and lower, the raise and lower foot paddles. But Dad and I were looking at it last night. Doesn't look hard at all. Just a couple of screws and kind of like the iridium, the little deck fitting with like the iridium cable that we put in. It had like a donut over the top. So, and a tiny little hole, like maybe 1/4 of an inch. I'm getting better at my inches. Like knowing 3/8 is pretty easy. 3/4 is pretty easy, but we get down to like a 1/4 or an 1/8 or a 1/16. I'm like, I don't know, but it's little. It's only about that big for the foot wires. So I'm gonna look at putting those in maybe tomorrow. It was so cold today, and it was snowing, and the wind was blistering, and yeah. Anyway, so I didn't get a whole lot done. But so the foot pedals for the windlass are gonna be in the next episode, and of course the bow thruster. Oh gosh, oh shit, where's that piece? Shit. I brought you guys a piece. Oh, damn, it's down in the car. Okay, I'm going to talk to you about it, then I'm going to go down and get it, because I think y'all really need to see it. So basically, they cut the bow thruster in, and they had to go because of the weight of the boat. They went with a bigger one. And it's like an 8-inch teardrop, I guess. And they cut the hole in the boat on both sides, and then burrowed, tunneled through the whole boat. So I took a little video of that, and it's going to be at the back of this video. And I really wasn't intending for that to have anything in it, but I'm trying to give you guys some sense of what's happening here. But of course, something like a bow thruster goes slow. There's a lot of fiberglass work. That being said, I'm learning a ton about fiberglass, which is like on my life list. I really want to do something fiberglass. So maybe over the summer I'll do something and be like, guys, guess what? I get to do something fiberglass. Yay. Some stupid dorky. Okay, so I'm going to boot down to the car and get that in a moment. And then from there, let me think. Bow thruster, windlass, dinghy. Oh. So yesterday, I took the dinghy out for a ride. Now we have a cute little nutshell pram. Look it up if you don't know what that is. Basically it's a little dinghy kit. We didn't buy it as a kit. We bought it whole, and it is a little sailing dinghy, and there's some video of my dad in it in a couple episodes back. I think it was the solar episode, had Dad in the little nutshell pram. So it got full of water again. Like, this is the second time. Like, the poor dinghy just keeps getting bombarded with water and almost sinking, like really close. So it wasn't super exciting when I took the slurper transfer pump, okay, put it out there and got it emptied out. Then I was like, man, the sail was saturated. So I said, I'm just gonna get in here and pull the lines loose and lift up the sail and see what happens. Sailing. So I went sailing. Well, the wind was coming off of the marina, basically down, pushing out towards Chesapeake Bay. So next thing I know, I'm out there at the mouth of the channel, like, oh, trying to get back in, sailing directly upwind. No, it didn't really work well. Basically, it just tacked back and forth and made very little progress. It could have been user error. I'm not gonna lie, it could have been user error. That being said, I had like catastrophic events happen. The rudder broke. Okay, so I had to sit there and like hand the handle, the tiller handle broke. So I had to sit there with the little rudder and hand turn it. And then I'm pulling because the mast, the sail wouldn't go all the way up the mast. I'm pulling. Next thing I know, the little sail halyard breaks and the sail goes poof. Lost rudder, lost sail. Like, okay, well, fortunately I had some extra line laying in the boat from where it was tied to the dock, so I'm like, no big deal. I pull the sail down, pull down the little mast. It's so cute. I gotta do a video on it. It's cuteness alone is why. So anyway, take the little mast down and I'm standing up in the dinghy and it's, look it up, nutshell pram. I'm not paying attention. You can't really see because I've got the sail sort of wrapped around me and I'm trying to re-thread the line through the little hole like threading a needle. Next thing I know, boom! I fall backwards, hit something. Can't see because the sail's kind of wrapped around me, but I mean, what are the odds that I would hit head on a channel marker piling? Yeah, I sure did. And I fell backwards and the dinghy went and like we hung there suspended for seemed like an eternity when somehow miraculously we righted and I did not fall out of the dinghy. And that brand new phone was in my pocket. So I'm really glad I didn't fall in at that particular moment. That being said, I got to the end of the channel. I realized I wasn't making up progress. Sun was really going down and it was getting cold quick. And I did not have on a jacket. We have oars. So I started rowing. And rowing into the wind. Making the little face. I get it there finally to the little dinghy dock because then I'm like, you know what, this is a cute dinghy. I want to paint it like Bob. I'm going to make it a little pirate nutshell pram. Get it to the little dinghy dock. Right up there to the beach. The waters are this deep. This deep. It's like 5 inches, so I get in there just deep enough I could have stepped, but no. No, didn't happen that way. I hung up my foot on the way out and fell into the water. The cold winter water. Splat. Yep, with my phone in my back pocket. The new phone. Remember that whole fiasco? Yeah, so it's okay though, because the S22, I guess, is waterproof. It has a really good case on it. I dried it out. Said some prayers. Anyway, I took the dinghy out of the water, and today I took it over and put it on the top of my car, brought it over here to the boat. It is now sitting on sawhorses, such a dork, sawhorses, and I'm going to paint it. I think I'm going to paint the whole black, because it has a little red sail. I don't know, I want it to be like a little tiny mini pirate boat. I don't know, it's a theme. I've looked at them, they do themes, they race these little things. Nutshell pram. I think there's different models of pram. Anyway, it's a little thingy. Sailing, tinder, rowing, rowboat. that's my story of how I managed to still hit the water even after safely being back to land. Cheers. And that's me. Gosh, I think that's it. I think I've blundered and babbled for a solid 13 minutes. Plus the little clips I got for you. So this is going to be longer than I kind of anticipated, but that's how it went last time. If you make it to the end, thank you. If you don't, I don't blame you. I'm just trying to keep everyone up to speed. I'm thinking if you had to ask me how many more days, it's probably going to be another 5 days before I get the bow thruster video, because I got to go home. I'm teaching on Monday and probably Wednesday. The little girl that gave me the cup. So then I'll come back. Dad did get some video footage of the bow thruster being cut. So that's kind of exciting. Let me think. Subscribers. Okay, as always, thank you for subscribing. We don't have any new ones this week. I think it's because sometimes the videos are just like so dumb. They're just dumb. Like sometimes I watch them, I'm just like, the fact that we have any subscribers is fabulous. I do want to get like some cool cups that have like Bob on them or the logo, but I don't want to do that until I have Bob under sale with like the main, the mizzen, the Genoa, the whole bit. So maybe you guys can sit and you guys can get coffee cups and we can all sit here together, and I'll do live streams. Then we can all have our little coffee cups. Okay, so it's cold though. Thank you for subscribing. We don't have any new ones this week. If you are new, thank you. Don't chuck me. Don't chuck me yet. Not yet. We're getting there. I'm learning. I studied this stuff now. Like now when I watch movies, I'm ruined. I'm ruined for life. Now when I'm watching movies, I watch the cinematography. Like I watch how they video. And then I'll be like all like serious, like I'm Hollywood, like close zooming in. Really slow though, because it's, if you think docking is slow, which you go so slow it's painful, videoing is even slower. Yep, that's the key. I'm learning that. And I'm crushing on a new camera. I need a GoPro. And I need one of those little handheldy things. I do watch other like YouTubers, sailing YouTubers, and regular other YouTubers. They have some like little stands that hold the phone, and yeah, so I need some of those, and maybe a GoPro so I can have my hands, because I do stuff. Like I almost have skills. Kurt, if you're watching this video, you would be impressed. I think I have skills. In fact, Kurt has SV Loki, and he does awesome work. And he had a video about putting tile on the galley sink counter. Kurt, I think I'm going to do it. Why not? They have those sticky tiles. I wouldn't even have to do the thing. I mean, I act like a bimbo when I'm talking about it because I don't know what words. But then when I start to study it, I'm like, I get smart. So it would be kind of nice to tile the counters. Okay, that's it. So, bow thruster, pedals, a little bit of paint, some sanding, Bob's bottom. All this upcoming week, next 2 weeks. In the dinghy. Okay, thanks everybody. Good night. Okay, seriously, just one more thing. I just said good night. I went to take a sip, and I fucking spilled coffee down my shirt. Seriously. I'm so undignified. Okay, blooper, bye. Oh, and crap. Another blooper. See, it's like 1 o'clock in the morning. It's less than 20 degrees and I'm still in the cockpit. Okay, the little piece. So watch to the end so I can show you all the piece. Well, it's not a little piece. It's a big piece, but it's a piece of Bob's hull from the bow thruster hull. So yeah, duh. I completely forgot about it. Okay, bye. All right, I'm getting ready to upload this video, and before I do, I see you. I see you. Da, 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 da. This is it. Bobs. Like, can you guys see me in there? You can't see me, but I can see you. There's a little hole where they took it out. Oh, dude, the car is still in gear. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm trying to get this shit done. And I just wanted to be like, okay, but I had to drive down the road to the Wi-Fi because Bob's out of the water right now. But anyway, all right. Okay, all seriousness aside. This is a chunk of Bob's hull. Now, according to the guy who's working on the boat, Paul, there is 7 layers of fiberglass. All right. So it's thick, and it's heavy. It weighs a little more than a gallon of milk. I don't know how much that is, but that's what it is. So for the trans world, folks, you guys in particular would want to know about this. The guy that did took it out, he said, man, that's one hell of a tough boat. So I think all in all, they're pretty good boats, right? There's some things like, there's that little rise. I don't understand what that means. I don't know if that came later. It is teardrop shaped, much like the hole that I was showing you. It's teardropped. And I just wanted to really show you all the thickness. That's Bob's hole. Oh, Bob. Oh, I love you, Bob. I'm so dorky. I see. Oh, look, you guys can see. Hi, I see you. Extra dorky. Okay, you know, so I'm sleep deprived now. I'm going to bed. Y'all got your 0.5 video. It's mostly me blundering and talking. And in about a week, I'll upload episode 3.